Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. And we can run our offshore pump. So then we can go up like this. I need to put the pipe like that to the ground. And now I'm going to change this one over and I'm going to put copper pipe in there. And what I did with my last own playthrough was I used copper pipe and copper pipe to ground, and then iron pipe is generally used in all of the recipes, and it worked out a lot better for me. It made life a lot easier by just doing it like that. So we put a copper pipe in between each of them. Then I need to have a belt which goes up beside all of the boilers like that, and I'll run that one all the way up there a little bit higher. It's not quite far enough, I don't imagine. And we put one of these into the center of each of the boilers. And I need power lines to go between some of the inserters like this. Now, I've run out of power lines, and I can't make any more power lines until I finish making all of this lot. So I'm going to cancel that lot again. Yeah, I'll cancel the entire lot, and I'm going to make more power lines first. So I'm going to make... I'll make 20 or 30 of them, like that, so we've got plenty of power lines. Then I'll go into here. I've only got enough now. Electric mining, I can only make 5 electric mining drills. I need to go, well, I can make 9, but I want to make more than that. So I will move on back to the main base. We will gather up a little bit of extra copper from in our base over this side. And there, we've got our chest right here. So I'll take all of the copper that I can get from there. And I'm still only on 4. Why have I only got 4 of them? What's going on here? A couple of extra iron... it's definitely not the iron plates. What am I missing? Timber. I'm missing timber. Guarantee you. Or, actually, it might be cellulose fiber. Because the electronics blocks... They keep wanting me to make the it's not automatically making the cellulose fiber for me now. As soon as I started picking the stuff up, it stopped automatically making it. And that's a problem for us. The alginic acid needs to be on the opposite side of the track. Realize it was doing that. Okay, so the acid needs to go one side and the other stuff needs to go the other side. So we want to remove that one first. And then I need to stand over here and I need to I want to gather up all of the fiber. These belts are so painfully slow. They really are painfully slow, but at least we're picking up some of the fiber here, which is what we need to be able to make more of the electric mining drills. And I'll bring that fiber in there. Right, okay, I've picked up all of the fiber. Then what I want to do is I actually want to go and bring that one there like that. And then put that one there like that. We're twisting the belts around so that it's not going to be on the wrong side anymore. And then I can put down my inserter, and that's going to swap the side of the belt that it's on. Now, later on, when we get an upgrade for the inserters, you can choose which side of the belt you put materials on, which does make life a lot easier for us. But we can't do that at the moment. There. Still 4. Now I'm just confused. Why have we only got 4 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the timber. So the cellulose fiber is no longer the problem. It wants timber for something. Electronics block. Why do you need timber for your electronics? It's Angel's power, logistics. I'm looking for the right Angel's blocks. Electronics block 1, electronics block, grey circuit board, construction frame, which should be able to do it. It's not doing it now. I've got the cellulose fiber there, and now it's decided it wants the timber to do it. Because it breaks down the timber, and like the grey circuit board, right? Oh, I think I know why. Because of the grey circuit board recipe that it's using. Which is strange and bizarre. It's not like the cellulose fiber is the wrong sort, is it? Now I'm just, like, genuinely confused and puzzled by this. You right there. Okay, so I've got the grey board. I've got grey board from paper there, and then I've got grey board there is straight from wood. Oh, so why was it making me make cellulose fiber previous? I don't remember now. All right, let's ditch those. I need timber. I've got to go and have. I've got to get more timber, or I've got to have paper, haven't I? Or I could just go and get some of these. I could just have some grey boards in here. That would do it, wouldn't it? Is that going to make it easier for me? I can make one there. I've got a few others that I was making. So that's going to be 10 electric mining drills. I'll worry about getting more stuff for that a bit later on. I won't worry about that just for a minute. We've got the materials that we need to make most of this stuff. Then I want to go into Angel's Power. I want to make 5 boilers and 10 steam engines. Still actually need to make those. Then we want to run all the way back over to our power station that we want to build, and we want to connect up the rest of it. So we need to have power running in here, and we need to connect up the belt that runs over here. So if we connect it to here, and then we connect the belt in there like that, then the coal will come up through. I want the power lines to come in here as well. I need to have those in dual lines like this, and the coal is going to come up past them. Now that's not going to activate anything until I have got this power line connected up with the rest of the base, because what that's going to do is that is going to allow some power to get over and activate the... There we go. That's going to allow some power to get over. That's going to activate the inserters, which in turn is going to activate the steam engines and the boilers and everything else. And now if we have a look in here, we have suddenly gone up in power. There. Right there, we've suddenly got a decent boost. So the burner electric generator has suddenly dropped back down, and that one has gone up with our production, and power is boosting up through these steam engines right here. This is fantastic. We've got potential of 7.4 megawatts now. We're using 2.6, 2.7. And we're now using all of the power that we're producing. This is absolutely fantastic. 1.3 megawatts right there. 1.4 with the steam engines. And the burner electric generators, they're winding down, so they're not going to be using anywhere near as much power as they were previously. I've got 6 electric mining drills right here. So there's 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, 5 on that side, and then I've got 1 right there at the moment. We will get another one in there in a minute. I'll put in another power line onto that side there. So I've got some more coal coming out. Those were up to 3 megawatts already. As soon as I finish building the rest of the electric mining drills, we get all of those placed down. We'll then be working on building some more of the power station. We've already got enough materials in, and our power station is just about built anyway. But I'd like to extend that one out further than what it is right now, so that we can get all of the our power needs that we're going to have for a little while to come are going to be fully covered by that, and we won't need to worry about it for quite some time. It's not going to be a concern of ours in any way, shape, or form, which is kind of good. That does make life a little bit easier for us. Now, what are we going to want to do next? Like, it's great and all being able to make these things by hand, but I'm kind of thinking that we should be making these things with auto magic rather than us having to do them all. So we've got Angel's blocks. We've got construction block 1. It needs 3 stone and 1 construction frame. The construction frame is built there with an iron grate and 1 girder. An iron grate takes 2 iron rods, and a girder takes 1 iron plate. So what I would like is this line here to be extended. That precise line right there. I would like that to be extended so that we are getting more of that line coming over to us. Now, that bit can stay there so that it's pulling those materials out. This is where I start to do some serious spaghetti work. And we will start extending things out, but I think it's just going to be faster overall if I start off by building some of these components and getting them being made automatically, and then I'm not constantly waiting for things to be constructed. So the first thing that I want to be able to make is construction frames so that I can make construction blocks. Everything is using construction blocks. We need stone and we need construction frames. So we've got a supply of stone up here. That's one thing that we do have. So we're going to take that underground belt and we're going to drop one there and we're going to drop one there the other side. Now I'm hoping that they do actually take everything that we need. It will take coal from here, won't it? Let's just remove the coal. It does take coal from there. I was just making sure that it would pick the coal up from the belt where it needed to. And that one should drop the iron out as well. So now what I got is I got access to those two chests. And I can put a belt here and a belt here. That one can go out that side. And that one can go that side there. Then, actually, I want to get rid of both of those. Because I need to put an inserter here and an inserter here. That means that this one is going to go... It's not quite going to go how I want it to go. Right, I want to remove that. I'll drop a power pole in here so that we've got all of the power poles still working. This is going to be putting my stone onto the wrong side of the belt. That's not very convenient. This is an inconveniently placed chest. It's perhaps not the best of places to have put it. But, I mean, I guess it's all right. We can do that. So I'll bring you down here like this. And then we want to go into this one. And I want you to make construction blocks, which is great. You can start off by making construction blocks. We've got electronics blocks, fluid blocks. Let's not worry about any of them. Those are things that will come later. Construction blocks, we need lots of them. So we will start making construction blocks in here. I need stone and I need construction frames. I've got coal coming in on this side. So I can already drop in a supply of coal into there. And I've got a small wooden chest that I'm going to drop down. I'm going to put an inserter next to it. And then we'll put a power supply up. And we will put another power supply over the other side over here. And I will drop that inserter in there so that I'm getting the stone coming in. Now, on top of that, I need construction frames. To make construction frames, we need another one of our burner assemblies. Which, I'm going to put this one down... Actually, wait. This is a bit that takes a bit more, doesn't it? Construction frames. We need to go to components. Construction frame takes an iron grate and a girder. A grate is 2 iron rods. A girder is plain plates. So I need rods and plates coming in together. We need the glorious amalgamation of rods and plates. That glorious amalgamation is going to take place by putting a splitter there. And then giving that a little twist. That's going to twist out that way. And go on back this way. It's going to run over to there. And then I can put a splitter on here. And I can take out some iron off of here. So I've just got iron plates. And I don't have anything else. Now, what was I needing? I need both of those. But I also need... I've got coal down here, down the bottom. So if I put that one here like this. And then I bring these two. This glorious amalgamation of the plates and the rods. I bring them down like this. And that one will go to there. And then I can bring them around. And I can bring them back up like this. I guess it doesn't really matter where they go from this point. They could go to that plate. That they can literally just go right to there. So then I can put one in here, and I can put one in here. This one is going to start making iron grates. You're going to make iron grate. And then I'm going to put this one... I'm going to put... Right, we'll have the 3 of these in a line like this. So the iron grate is there, and that's going to take the iron rods, and that's going to create the iron grates. This center one is going to have construction frames, because it takes 1 of each. Wait, let's have a look in here. That takes half a second. 2 iron rods makes 1 iron grate in half a second. 1 iron plate makes 1 iron girder in half a second, and a construction frame is 1 second to make 1 of each. So technically what we would want is 2 of those and 2 of those feeding into one of these, but I'm not that concerned about it, just as long as we're making something. If we've got something being created from this, that's a good start. And you run over this side, and you stop right there. Then I put an inserter into this factory and an inserter into this factory. This factory right here is making iron girders. That's going to be taking the plates off of here. It's going to go like this. And then this one is going to go this way, and this one is going to go this way. So we've got the grate being put into the middle. We've got the girder being put into the middle. And the middle one is creating the construction frames that we need. I will put an underground belt running between these 2. I will put in a power line on both sides over here like this, and then we will take a belt that will run from that bit, and it will run out over to that bit there. So we are now feeding these iron girders, construction frames, sorry. Construction frames are going out, and they are going here into this burner assembly, which is making construction blocks. I now have a supply of construction blocks being built. Now, they take 5 seconds to craft each one. So it takes a little while to craft each construction block. That's fine by me. I don't mind. We're constructing something. We're building something. That is a really good start. So we use construction blocks for absolutely everything. If you look in here, fluid blocks to make those, construction frames, and then the fluid blocks. Right, we make lots, and then we also need mechanical parts, which take 2 gear wheels. But I don't make a lot of those. It's the thing that I'm making a lot of at the moment are electric mining drills, which take 10 construction frames and 5 mechanical parts, and then a few electronics blocks. And I'm also making quite a few burner assembling machines, which again are construction frames and mechanical parts. So mechanical parts is our next logical step to try and build. They take 2 gear wheels, and a gear wheel takes 1 iron rod. We use a lot of iron rods, don't we? There's a lot of things requiring iron rods. Now, I would say that we want to put an underground belt here so that it goes and passes underneath that chest. And then I can put an overground belt, and then I can put an underground belt out over this side. That's going to bring both iron and iron rods out to the side over here. I need iron rods only for this next recipe. I've got an idea. I've got a better idea. I'm going to change these around. That one is no longer going to be iron grate. I'm going to change that recipe so it's not making iron grates. That's going to make the iron girders. And then this recipe over here, this one is not going to be iron girders. This is going to be the iron grates. And I am going to I'm going to get rid of that underground belt, and I'm going to move the underground belt up by 1 space, and I'm going to drop in a basic splitter with a filter on it, and we're going to filter out those components. This is all the different... Good gravy, look at these blocks that we build. This is mind-numbing. This is, like, it's insane. It is actually completely insane. I want iron plate. Iron plate being filtered, and that will be filtered up onto the top side. And then I want to go over to his side over here. I want to gather everything. I want to take everything out. So we only allow the iron rods to come through these belts all the way out to this side. So I'm only getting iron rods come through here. The iron plate is going to stop where it is. I'm going to have to wait a minute because I need to make some more burner assembling machines. But the iron rod will allow us to make the mechanical parts. There. We want... to make a mechanical part, we need 2 gears. It takes 3 seconds. One iron rod makes 2 gears, and that only takes 1. So we just need 2 of the burner assembling machines, and we will be able to make everything. So I'm going to just quickly cancel those building the steam engines that we had building. I will cancel them, and I'm going to request that we make 5... I'm going to take those 11 construction blocks. I'm going to request 5 burner assembling machines. I've actually got most of the materials to make 5 of them, so I'll make another 5 as well. It's because I went and built it all for the steam engines, didn't I? And now I've gone and stolen all of that. I've got 5 boilers. I need 10 steam engines. 5, 10. There. Right, I've got the steam engines being created. I've got my 5 burner assembling machines. Where are we going to put these? I will put 1 here, and then I will put 1 a little bit further down. I need a chest. Did not think about where I was going to put it, so let me cancel my steam engines again. Cancel the steam engines. We'll just build the things that we're building at the moment. And I will go to Angel's storage, which is logistics here. And I'll make 5 iron chests a moment. And then I'll go back to Angel's power, and I will request making 5, 10 steam engines. There, that'll keep us busy for a minute. We can put them into here. And as I need lots of construction blocks, I will build an iron chest in there rather than having the wooden chest. It will make it a little bit faster. Next, I need to have coal coming in to power my station. Then I need to put inserters down in a line like this, so that we have got the iron rods that are already being made. They're coming out over to that side, and that's where they're going to stop just for a minute. We will come into this one, and we will select gears, and then we'll go into the next one down, and we'll select mechanical parts, and then we'll put down some power. A power line there, and a power line there. So I've got iron rods moving into the iron gear wheels, which is these gears, or just gear wheels, gears. And then the gears are going to be joined together to be able to make mechanical parts, which in turn will be deposited into this chest down here. So we've got some basics being manufactured now. I've got a few of the construction blocks being built, and I've got a few of the mechanical parts being built as well. Now, mechanical parts, actually, the recipe for that is the 2 gear wheels make 2 mechanical parts. So those will make quite a bit faster than the construction blocks over here. But we do still have them being made. Actually, how fast are these being made? These are going pretty quick. We could do with another one of them. We could do with another factory making construction blocks. How can we move this around? Let's lift that one. And I'll lift that. I'm gonna lift everything up out of the way here a minute. The whole lot. I know I'm sacrificing a whole load of things and turning them back into their individual components, but that's fine by me. And then we want to go over to this side. I go... I don't think I should be putting them in here. I think this is a mistake. I think we need to bring them out, and we will put them over this side. So I've got that as a single entity being made there. So this one here is going to go... I'm going to bring this belt just along here in a straight line. It's going to go to that point right there. I'm going to lift that chest up out of the way. And then the line with the stone, that is going to be brought down, and it's going to join on to the belt under there. Then we'll put an underground belt. It will bring out those 2 materials out to this side over here. And then I've got this belt up here. This is the one that I'm going to use. I'm going to change this belt around a little bit. I'm going to get rid of that bit and that bit on the belt, and that bit as well, just for a second. And it's going to run out to the side here a little bit. I need to put that one up. That's got to go there, because I've got to, like, move it around a little bit. Which way round? I need to have an inserter coming out of that one and an inserter coming out of that one. You know, they could be a lot closer together than that, couldn't they? You could have an inserter coming out of that factory, and I could have an inserter coming out of... No, I can't. Unless I do it this way. 2 chests. Alright, let's not complicate things then. We will drop it like this, there, so that I've got one going into the middle, and I will put another factory unit up here, and then we will go with... It's not construction frames that I'm looking for in here, it's Angel's blocks. We want the construction blocks right there. Then I need to take this belt with the coal on it. That one's got to go along there like that, and then we can rotate that one and bring it back in. So that's going in through all of the other stuff. It's just that we're lifting out a little tiny bit of coal off of this belt to be able to run these 2 up here. Then I want to take my other belt. That one's going to run over to that point right there, and I'm going to drop in some inserters. And then I'm going to put copy that one. I'm going to put that into here. So I've now got the same pattern on both of them. And we put power line and power line. That's now running. I've got everything that I need coming into this one. The stone, the construction frames, and I've now got 2 of these factories producing. And I've got 1 of these factories producing mechanical parts. So I've got all of the materials that we should need to be able to make everything in here as quickly and rapidly as possible. About the only thing that I'm not going to have loads of is electronic blocks to start with, but I'm not too concerned about them. Look at this wonderful mess of spaghetti. Now, I know that a lot of people, I've said this before, if you're looking for a series where you're going to have everything as perfectly laid out blueprints, all beautifully planned, you need to be looking for someone else. Catherine of Sky, I believe, is pretty good at laying everything out absolutely beautifully. Me, that's not what you're going to get here. I just put things down where I can. I'm very sort of haphazard with it, and I do eventually kind of like figure out where I want things to go. But I'm not the man with the plan. Okay, I'll tell you that for nothing right now. I am not the man with the plan. If you want perfectly laid plans, this is not the channel to be watching. I will get everything built, and I will have it all being done, but I happen to really like spaghetti. Like, just pulling one bit from another, and just having a big mess of belts going everywhere, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I really do. And I do try to tidy things up later on as I go, but right now I'm not particularly interested in making things tidy. All I'm really interested in is just making things. If I can get the things being made into a few random chests, it's a step in the right direction. We are making progress. We're doing something that we weren't doing before, which is really, really good. And it's helping us on our way to greatness. Okay, 20 of them. We've got these, and this is on our way to greatness. We are definitely on our way to greatness right here. So, power supply, we've almost got our last 5 steam engines built, so we're better go. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.